What is going on, you savages? Welcome back to another WWE 2K19 countdown. We already covered a couple of other countdowns related to Superstar being removed in the WWE and also Cover Star, so it's only fair that on this countdown we talk about debuting superstars. So let's talk about 5 WWE superstars that will more than likely make their first appearance to this year's WWE game. Before we get into this countdown, you guys already know, oh boy, drop a like on this video and subscribe if you haven't yet for much more countdowns and news coverage for WWE 2K19. As for the likes, you guys already know, let's try to go for 1019 likes on this video. 19 because you guys already know. I don't think I need to explain it, but nonetheless, let's get right to it. So to start off, and we are actually talking about a trio of a unit, and that is Undisputed, Adam Cole, Bobby Fish, and Kyle O'Reilly. They made their WWE debut last year during SummerSlam weekend, which was absolutely insane. I was even there live when Adam Cole made his debut and joined forces with Bobby Fish and Kyle O'Reilly. We actually thought that they were going to be part of the DLC of WWE 2K18, but unfortunately they were not, and the reason being that their debut was just after WWE Games finished scanning all the superstars and finalizing the roster that they wanted to have, so there were just not enough time to include them. But fast forward to this year, they're already making the biggest impact on NXT. They have been on television every single week, so without a doubt they're gonna be making it to this year's game. Moving on, we are talking about Velveteen Dream, who I don't know about you guys, but he has made a believer out of me. I hated his gimmick once he started it, but after he started feuding with guys like Johnny Gargano and also Aleister Black, he made a believer out of me. And I'm pretty sure about a lot of people, because now he is featured on NXT every single week. He is one of the guys that have a prominent storyline on the show leading to every NXT takeover, and his gimmick has gotten him over simply because he believes in it and he feels comfortable in it. So that ultimately translates to us and make us see that he has amazing talent. Let's not even discuss the fact that he is only like 24 years old and that he's been with the WWE for quite some time now, so he's definitely going to be making it to 2K19. And moving on to a superstar who has been featured even more now in the Cruiserweight division as well, not just NXT, and we are talking about Tyler Bate, the former WWE UK champion. Tyler Bate is one of the few superstars who were scanned last year, but they didn't make it to WWE 2K18, which means that WWE Games already have all the resources. They already got his model, so if they want to include him in the game this year, they are able to without actually having to scan him all over again. The fact that he was even featured in the Cruiserweight tournament heading into WrestleMania 34 and also on NXT within the same weeks, it is very likely that he will make it into this year's game. Another superstar that we are just dying to see in a WWE game, and that is Pete Dunne, the current WWE UK champion. Pete Dunne was another UK superstar that WWE Games ended up scanning last year, but did not make it into the game. This year, we're even more rumor indicating that WWE is indeed going forward with creating a WWE Network special specifically for the UK wrestlers. That is even more hope that we're going to be able to see guys like Pete Dunne, Tyler Bate, and so on into the game. I certainly wouldn't mind if they added all of the UK division that, although they are currently in the indie scene such as Pete Dunne, they are still part of a WWE contract. I also want to add the fact that last year they added the UK Championship, but there was literally no wrestlers for the division. So I'm hoping that 2K changes that this year and at least we get a couple of them. And last but not least, and we are talking about one of the most confusing superstars in regards to last year and why he didn't make it to WWE 2K18. Who I'm talking about is NXT champion Andrade Cien Almas, who without a doubt has been the top NXT superstar this year, mostly because of his quality matches and the fact that he has made a believer out of us because of how good he is. With him, of course, I got my fingers crossed that we get to see Zelina Vega. If there's a guy on this list that deserves to be in the game, it is certainly Andrade Cien Almas, especially due to the confusing factor that he wasn't in the game last year, even though he was in the WWE for 2 years before that, and he was on NXT television every single week. Instead, we had guys like Sir El Fulton making it into the game, who is actually a good thing and all, but when you compare it to Andrade Cien Almas, it doesn't add up as he wasn't on television as much, so less people even knew about him. We don't know the reason why he wasn't in the game last year. There were rumors indicating that Andrade didn't want to be in the game, which is actually not true. I asked the developers myself and they didn't give me the real reason, but they did indicate that that was not the case. Obviously, every WWE superstar wants to be in a WWE game, because even if they don't play video games, why wouldn't you want to be in a video game? There was though a recent interview with Andrade Cien Almas in which he indicated that he was about to walk out of the WWE last year because he did not like on the position that he was in. Fast forward to this year, obviously he stated that that is not the case and that he loves the position that he is in, especially because he fought for the position that he is currently in. So with how much of an impact he has made on NXT, it's almost certain that he will be in WWE 2K19. Nonetheless, you savages, that is what I got for you for this countdown. Let me know down in the comments below any other superstars you guys think will be making their debut in this year's game. Check out any of my other previous countdowns if you haven't yet. I'll make sure to link that playlist on the top right, and also other news coverage for the game. As I said, oh boy, drop a like on this video and let's try to go for 1019 likes. Subscribe and turn on those notifications if you haven't yet to be fully up to date. We're on the road to 100,000 subscribers. Macho T out. Dig it.